Microbursts, a battle against nature. As Delta Airlines Flight 191 approached Dallas-Fort Worth Airport on a hot summer's day in 1985, it flew into a thunderstorm. The storm quickly got worse, and the crew noticed that something extremely strange was beginning to happen. At 800 feet, they suddenly began to lose control of the plane's speed, which increased to 173 knots without any throttle. Just as suddenly, the speed dropped to 119 knots, even though the pilot was applying full power. To prevent a stall, the pilot pushed the nose down. The plane could not gain height and came down far short of the runway. The freak weather that brought down Flight 191 was a microburst. Millions of dollars have been spent on pilot training and detection systems to ensure that planes can now survive this dangerous phenomenon. A microburst is essentially a shaft of fast-moving cold air that hits the Earth from high up in the atmosphere, then explodes upwards and outwards. A low-flying plane encountering this would fly first into a strong headwind, then a downdraft, then a fierce tailwind which forces it to lose height rapidly. A microburst is caused when a thunderstorm carries massive amounts of wet, warm air high into the atmosphere on its strong updrafts. This air then cools and becomes heavier, causing it to plunge to Earth. The first person to suspect the existence of this phenomenon was a researcher called Ted Fujita, who was flying over a Siberian forest in 1972 when he observed how tens of thousands of trees had been blown down in a pattern radiating outwards from a single point. He knew that the cause could not be a massive tornado, as the crew said, because a tornado follows a path. Research into the phenomenon began, but progress was quite slow until the 80s, when research by NASA gave us an understanding of how microbursts are caused, and it was recognized that even a large aircraft could not survive them. The survival technique that pilots are taught today was developed by two American pilots in the 1980s. The required action goes against natural instincts. Apply full power and pull the nose up at least 15 degrees until the stall warning is triggered, and then hold on through the turbulence. Without doubt, the insight and determination of the people who first recognized and studied microbursts 30 years ago has saved the lives of thousands of passengers.